Maltinha, então, como já sabem, estamos à espera, falta 15 minutos. E iremos ver os devs, vão fazer uma live na Twitch. É isso, basicamente. Estamos à espera. Melhor não ter o som porque não sei se pode passar no YouTube. Mas pronto. Já que estamos aqui, vamos vendo alguns clipes deles.
You good?
Yeah, so Kuba forgot that
Yeah,
he shared
monkey
that.
Remove the fucking thing. Ready? Yeah. So let's stand here. That would be an ending. Just excited to get the grenade out.
To do something with my mother. I'm not sure.
All right.
Yeah, that guy out there.
Don't sit on him. All right, guys. We just wanted to tell you one thing. We love you. It's really a pleasure to have you guys as our community, and thank you for taking your time to spend the evening with us.
We love you too, guys. Thanks for the game. It's amazing.
Love you.
Yeah, keep up the great work.
Thank you so much. We happy Christmas, everybody.
Yay.
We hope to see you in the future.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year too.
Oh, son of a bitch. Is there a thunderstorm coming in? I just heard loud ass thunder. Hold on. Weather radar. No, I just got going with a stream. Jacksonville weather radar. Oh god. Oh no. There might be a bit of a storm. I can't.
Oh my god.
Go.
Ei, que cena, mano.
Fucking
Brutal.
goddamn. Fucking tie.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
tie.
Ah.
Fucking tie, bro.
O grito diz tudo, meu. O grito diz tudo.
Fucking goddamn! Fucking tie!
Oh my god.
Tie! Fucking tie, bro!
Como si fuese un campo de fútbol. Pero no hace falta que te pongas muy cerca, a lo mejor a 2 cuadros ya lo pillas. Yo voy a ir tirando
Pero
para...
yo tengo que ir, yo tengo que ir a la... ¿Ryuk? ¿Ryuk? ¿Qué ha pasado, tío?
¿Cómo que ha pasado? Su puta madre, ¿qué hace aquí una IA?
Pessoal,
Sí, hombre.
estou com o meu filho, por isso desculpem lá se vai haver barulhos de fundo, ele a gritar, sabem como é que é? Uma criança, por isso.
Como si fuese un campo de fútbol. Pero no hace falta que te pongas muy cerca, a lo mejor a 2 cuadros ya lo pillas. Yo voy a ir
Pero
tirando
yo tengo
para...
que ir, yo tengo que ir, yo tengo que ir a la... ¿Ryuk?
Media cheating. Hã?
Where was he?
Yeah, I heard that.
No. Look. He was already looking at where I was coming from, but I see him and I shoot first, and I shoot his head. He doesn't die, and I die.
Who was it?
Stab media.
Oh yeah, he's cheating.
Caraca, nunca vi uma webcam tão longa, mano.
Fuck me!
Já começou, já começou. Bora, pessoal. Já começou. Let's go. 720p. Hã? É 720p? Como assim? Como é que é, Tuga? Desculpa lá, pessoal, só ver barulhos de fundo, eu estou aqui com o meu filho. A utilização só sai dia 31, mano. Dia 31. Eles já anunciaram isso ontem. Para quem tem o Sport Edition do jogo é que vai começar a jogar dia 27. É. Eu estava na esperança que saísse mais cedo, mas... É. Mas já não falta muito, mas pronto. Faltam que 10 dias ou o que é? Custa 80 paus, já. Mas vai haver promo. Eles vão. Promo. O jogo vai levar um desconto. Eles não disseram se era. Quando é que era a data? Mas vai haver um desconto no jogo. Eu acho que é antes do update que eles vão. Porque assim a malta compra o jogo, estás a ver? Se o jogo ficar melhor, somente comprar. Também eu, Tuga. Eu estava a pensar nisso. Eu até estava a pensar. Hoje vai sair o Crimson Desert. Desert, ou como é que se chama essa merda? Estava a pensar em comprar esse jogo, mas está a dar 60 paus por um jogo, mano. Acho que prefiro guardar esse dinheiro e se valer a pena, faço o upgrade daqui do Greyzone. Bota, está quase, pessoal. Eu vou comprar o Forza. Aí, o Forza 6 está brutal, o Tuga. Aí, mano, tu. Esquece, mano. Ainda hoje vi um vídeo que eles lançaram. Vais poder meter autocolantes nas janelas. Tipo, vais poder meter o carro como tu queres, mano. Tipo, o carro, eles fizeram bué das cenas neste jogo. Para não falar que é do Japão, né? Logo aí, esquece.
Is it okay if I scroll my phone during this?
Bota. 3 minutos. Vai ser brutal, mano. Vai ser brutal mesmo. Vou tentar, ó Tuga, vou tentar. Eu acho que esta live é mais de perguntas e respostas, estás a ver? Não sei se eles vão. Eles devem mostrar algum gameplay, também não faz sentido eles não mostrarem gameplay mesmo do jogo, do update. Mas esta live é mais de perguntas e respostas, por isso. A próxima live, para a semana que vem, que vai ser de gameplay mesmo e com convidados especiais, não sei que convidados vão ser esses. Deve ser alguns streamers. Bora.
Hello everyone and welcome to the first official 0.4 stream. This is a dev stream of course, and dev stream means that we have plenty of really cool and interesting devs here to answer all your questions, because this is a Q&A stream for update 0.4 Spearhead. It's really cool for you guys to join us. We're really excited about this entire thing, talking about this update, because we have spent a lot of time and effort on this update. And we have some really exciting things to talk about. So without further ado, I'm not here, of course, by myself. I'm joined by this really cool crew here. Can we see the entire crew? All right. So I have Marek Rabas, familiar face, the creative director and CEO. I have Roman here, who's our audio engineer, who's going to be talking about all the audio added into 0.4. We all have Peter Mores here, our lead animator as well, and of course our technical director Johanny. Guys, welcome. It's really cool that you guys are here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Ciao.
What's going to happen on this stream? First, what we're going to do is we're going to go over everything that we've revealed during the last 3 devlogs. We're going to talk about the update 0.4, and then we're going to proceed to answering your questions, guys. You have submitted a lot of them, so we have a bunch, but of course, if you have questions, share them in the chat.
Eles vão mostrar primeiro tudo. Vão falar primeiro tudo o que fizeram. Tudo o que mostraram do update até agora. E depois vão responder às perguntas da comunidade.
Cool thing, we have a giveaway. If you would like to get the copy of Grey Zone Warfare for yourself or for your friends, there's nothing easier than to participate and type into the chat Spearhead. That's the entire thing. You just put in Spearhead and you enter the raffle for base game of Grey Zone Warfare. Is it capital? Do we know? Well, you try both. All right, so and I think that's pretty much it. We don't really have so many announcements at the beginning, and we can proceed to talking about Spearhead. So Mara, you as the creative director should probably start. Can you tell us first of all just what Spearhead is? What's the idea behind Spearhead?
No, the idea is make the really good update. We were talking about it in the past because we make a lot of stuff during the last few updates, but we were not able to put everything together. So now the time come, and we just very thinking like how to do the proper version. And this is what's happened. We basically redone almost everything and put it on the vision as we want. And I think this is like what's the
Caraca, o chat tá doido ali.
finally. So really good update, I think. I really love it.
Yeah. Roman, what do you think from your point of view? What does update 0.4 bring?
I think the most important thing for me is all the ambience. The game really came to life because all of the little things that we added, the little wild animals, the sounds that are now the radios and Morse codes and everything that's in the world, and you can walk towards and see what's happening there.
Yeah, it's of course I'm going to tease you right now. We of course got our hands on Spearhead already. We're testing everything, and it's very difficult to go back to 0.5 right now.
Uau.
And the audio is a huge part of that. So,
Yeah, eles vão mostrar gameplay.
well done. Okay, let's proceed to Peter. Petjo, from your point of view, what Spearhead means to you?
Right, so it really is a huge update for animations as well. The whole game is
Basicamente, pessoal,
really
aquilo,
neat.
o do meio é o diretor,
I hope that you guys will have a blast, trying it
o
out.
da esquerda
On the side of
é o que trata do áudio do jogo.
we tried to
Está a
strip a
falar
lot
agora
of,
é
reworking some of the stuff that we already
animações,
had, like jumping and
e
falling.
lá atrás à esquerda,
And we
preto,
added some more stuff that is mostly towards
não sei,
readability
já não
and
lembro qual é.
core loop improvements. So you should be seeing improvements literally on every step, like new hit reactions, new AI limping and stuff like that. So a lot of good stuff, and of course a whole bunch of new weapons I should not forget.
Wonderful. And Johanny, last
Não, não, Tuga, infelizmente não, meu.
What does Spearhead mean for
Só
you?
estou mais amanhã e o fim de
think,
semana e
it's,
segunda-feira já começa a abolir, meu.
It's a complete redesign of the game. Like, we took all the systems, technically, design-wise, and we all gave them the polish and the layer of quality that they were missing. And I think we did this across the board, like the sound, the animations, all the design systems, loot, etc. And we also did it on the tech side, right? So in terms of stability and performance, we tried to push everything. And yeah, I think it's just a new beginning for Grayzone.
Well, that couldn't sound more exciting. Guys, I have one other really small
Ele diz que é um novo início para Grayzone.
Here we have a slight surprise here. We're also joined by Marek, who's our designer. You probably have seen Marek already. He appeared on the streams. He's off the camera here, and he's going to be providing the gameplay because we are almost here. The game launches on March 31st with the supporters gaining early access on 27th. So we already have something to show you, and we are going to be showing you Spearhead. So I think we can put Marek's gameplay on the screen as we dive into what 0.4 is all about. So there we go.
Ei, bora.
Feel free to take it away because there's a lot to talk about.
Graças, meu.
What would you like to start with? What does 0.4 bring that you're the most...
Mostrei logo, mas é...
I think I was talking about it a lot in the past, and this is the player agency to do what you want or what they want. And I wasn't super happy with the line of the quest, or like how we reveal the story and giving the quest. So we were thinking about it, how to do it properly, how to utilize the sandbox, which we have in the game. And we completely redone how we are working with the tasks. And how we are working with the full environment. So we split it between the regions, which were there already, but we didn't use them really well.
Yeah, isto é a nova forma de fazer missões no mapa.
We put we were thinking a lot about the progression, so the players are feeling the progression. So this means that except the tasks and how we are unlocking the regions, we also revisit all the vendors and why they are there, was their pull.
Ou seja, cada sítio mostra todas as missões que há ali naquele sítio. Seja missões principais, missões secundárias, mostra tudo ali. Eles mudaram completamente a forma de fazer missões no jogo.
And when you are when you are filling or fulfilling the more and more tasks, you are gaining the reputation points. So basically, you are getting the more respect from them, and they are giving you better tasks and unlocking.
Sim, e agora, pessoal, temos sistema de respeito. Como é que se diz isso?
In this way, open the replayability of all the tasks, because this is really waste, when you play it only once and then it's gone, so it's like a lot of energy. People have some kind of the experience and they cannot replay it, return back, or try to do it in the different way. So this completely changed the game, and I think this is one of the the major change. Another one is where I'm talking about it is the health system, or at least the the feedback from it, the health system will be revisited in the 0.5 completely, because we want to do it a little bit differently. Currently, there is
Uou!
still some fluffs.
Já
like
estão a
the
falar em
game design
0.5, meu.
and
Vão mudar o
how
sistema,
the player is using it, what they should feel
o
when they
sistema
are
de saúde
progressing in the game,
completamente, meu.
and how they are getting better with the health system, or mostly with the medicaments. We were playing a lot with the immersion, because I want to have the game which is very immersive. You are inside the game, you're feeling something, you know. So when somebody is dying, you should feel some kind of the emotions, you know, your friend or whatever. When you are almost dead and you are fighting for the life, you should feel it, you know. It should not just make some kind of the particles or whatever. So we were completely revisiting it. This means also about the feedback which we are giving back to the player, like through the game, because a lot of stuff
E a Tuga, exatamente.
through the
Agora no
text,
mapa
like if you
aparece
want to use it, or through the HUD,
as missões que
we are
tens.
playing a lot with the sounds, for example, so you should find out by the different
Ou seja,
sounds,
imagina,
like
num
pain
sítio
sounds
só
which you are making.
aparece todas as
For
missões que tu vais
example,
ter,
that
seja missões
your
principais,
lungs
secundárias,
are like the heart,
em
you know,
equipa.
or
Estás a ver?
from the hits you should find out if the hit is like the critical or not, if it hits your organ, you know, or it just went through, you know, and almost nothing happened, you know. So this is what we were trying
A
to
qualidade
fix
deles é que está um
system now.
bocado.
But again, it's mostly about the sounds now, and also all the feedbacks, like you broke the leg and you immediately hear it, you know, the crack the bone, you know. If you are jumping with the
O que é que se
broken
passa com a
leg, you
qualidade,
should,
meu?
hear missing there, what we forget, and we try to fix it for the current update. Another thing is the terminal ballistic. You know, terminal ballistic was overcomplicated a lot, because imagine this was so complicated that it was almost not possible to balance it. So it was like you know, when the bullet entered the body, it was like it's going through some kind of the meat, then it's hitting the organ, then it's leaving or going through some meat again, and that is with the armor. So it's armor, meat, organ, meat, armor, and then it's going away. And you have to do all these like the 80 or 70 or 90 different ammos, and try to rebalance it that is working according the reality, or like the what is in the real life. And then when you try to do it, then there is another stuff like the angle, you know. So it's completely different when it's entered like through the side, because then it's going through the organ, for example, 10, 15, 30 centimeters, and it's completely different image, you know. Then it's with the cavity, because cavity has
Ok.
some kind of the range.
Ele está a falar do sistema de.
You know, or like how to say it,
Ou seja, quando tu disparas a bala
shape.
antigamente,
And you have to still rebalance
como
all
está o
this
jogo, né,
stuff.
neste momento
So
ainda,
it was almost not possible, so we tried
a bala penetrava
simplify it. So the terminal ballistic was
a
mostly
carne e depois o órgão.
before with all the
Aqui não,
materials,
no novo update eles já mudaram isso tudo.
simplified for the bodies. And in this
Ou
way,
seja, a
we were
bala
able
vai
to properly balance it. So it's like
no armor, depois carne, depois órgão, depois carne,
and different
depois
guns
osso.
are more useful, you know. So it's not depending only on the kinetic energy and the caliber and all these things, but every bullet is dangerous, you know, and can kill you by the headshot.
Ou seja, eles fizeram isso em 90
So
tipos de
in the
balas,
past,
pelos
it was
vistos.
problem, for example, with some kind of the low energy
Trabalharam nisso tudo.
ammo, for example, some subsonic stuff, you know. So there's another thing. It feels like the more balance and more guns are useful. We also add some kind of the start to work with them differently, and with the meta guns, you know. So there are some armors are more useful for the different kind of the armors, you know. So for example, SPs are very good against the body, you know, but it's not go through almost any armor, you know. So then you have to use, for example, FMG, or then you have to use the M55, then you have to move to the M55A1, you know, and then on the level 4 you have to open and use the M995, you know.
Ok.
Very complex. Just a
Ele
question.
está a falar do tipo de balas, tipo as balas agora. Há balas que só servem tipo para matar
Yeah, and that's
bandidos
very
que
complicated.
não têm body armor, por
And
exemplo.
nobody understand it except
Para
the
matar
few guys.
para matar os
Then
bandidos com
we
body
need
armor
some
já tem
kind
que
of
ser o tipo de
information
arma mais
on
forte,
the
ou o tipo
ammo
de
types,
bala
on
mais forte, aliás.
we window, so there is now information about which armor it can penetrate or which cannot penetrate. I just don't, which cannot penetrate. So, for example, FMG could not go through the armor free level, you know, and this kind of the stuff. So the players can understand what kind of the armor they need, and they can find out what kind of the armor has the different factions. So we also work a lot with the factions and give them special gear, so they are sharing it. So for example, Time Mercs are using mostly really good armor. I think it's like the 3+. So you have to use the I think the like the M855A1, you know, so it's go through. But some pirates, you know, they're naked, so it's good to use the SP or some kind of the hollow points, you know. So it's like this kind of the stuff.
It's all about, once again, about the player agency, like finding out what you're facing is going to be very valuable because you can adapt, right?
Yeah, and it's about the informations and how we are communicate with the players, because the agency is only if you have some informations. If you don't have the information, it's chaos, you know, so, or anarchy. So you have informations now and you can deal with it and choose your way, you know. So.
And speaking of information and how we actually talk to the player and gunplay especially, we actually have all the people responsible for good gunplay here, maybe except for some of the weapon artists. But gunplay is consisting of several different moving pieces, right? Because audio is one part of it. The hit reactions of the AI is part of it, and it needs to run really well, right? So maybe we can now give a word to Peter, because Peter was looking into animating the AI reactions. So can you tell us a little bit more about what happened there, what can players expect, and what was the biggest challenge regarding this?
Right, so specifically about hit reactions, there's it's a very important piece of the puzzle for the game, because
Agora está a explicar como é que foi feita. A pessoa que está a falar neste momento é a pessoa responsável por a animação dos boots.
Right? Making animations like this is always a little bit of for ditches, as they say, because you need to make sure that the animations are realistic enough, but you need to also make sure that they are readable enough, they are distinguished from each other enough, so that you guys can actually learn to distinguish between them and know what's going on as a result. So as for the process of these, we actually have 2 layers of hit reactions. One layer is the what we call physicalized hits. They are physics based, but they are not just physics. We also cheat a little bit with animations, but it's mostly physics. And they're supposed to give you feedback whenever you hit, every time and any time that you hit a guy, you'll get feedback, you know, because we had this problem before that sometimes some hits did not register well. And then if you cause major damage, if you hit an organ or if you break a bone, or in the case of head, if you need if you hit helmet, then we play these big animations that should be readable even from the distance, even in the scopes, even through the foliage, ideally. And so yeah, they are all keyframed animation based on multiple references. So I'm very excited to hand it over to you guys and get the feedback, even if it's not always positive, you know, because we still would like to improve this system, and we will be very interested in your feedback.
There is one interesting information, because when we were talking about this, you said that you actually worked on chain reactions before. Can you tell us a little something interesting there?
Yeah. So this is like a little bit of a running joke in the company, because I actually worked on the Crisis series, and namely for Crisis 2, I made the hit reactions and cover system, all of the animations. So I kept going around and I kept saying, guys, we need to improve the hit reactions. You know, I did it for Crisis 2 and we did so much more. So finally it's happening and I'm happy about it.
Nice.
I was just gonna say one more thing, that we will add more to this system. We know what we want to add more. It's gonna be even more immersive, so it's just the beginning.
Wonderful. And one of the other ongoing jokes is that you're like a jungle expert when it comes to games, right? You also worked on Vietcong, is that right?
Yes. all of the FPS shooters that I made take place in the jungle. So
Do you pick your projects based on
Hmm.
like, the amount of foliage?
they pick me.
The jungle's calling.
Exactly, but I love it. So
Okay, so the other part of the gunplay, as we were mentioning, is audio, right? Because we are communicating to the players how much the AI is heard. Is that right?
Yes. Well, it starts
É,
with
agora vamos,
gameplay and
vamos
we
passar à
start
parte
with
do
the sound
áudio.
system. So we try to accommodate all the hit reactions with our sounds of the hits and also of the status of the player. How is he feeling? Is he hurt? Is he hurt badly? Does he got hit badly or does he got hit just a bit? The different states that the body can be in, like one organ is bad or is your bone broken, as Mara said. When you jump, you should probably make a sound. You should really feel feel it in the leg, and it's a lot about the feel that we focused on, because one thing is chasing detail.
Tusa, como é que é?
Most detailed sound of breaking a bone, or have the most detailed sound of gunfire, of AR-15 firing. But if you remember when you shot a gun or when you were injured, it's mostly about the feel that you felt.
Muito bem,
So
Tugas.
when you shoot a gun on the range, you feel that it's powerful. Maybe you hear.
Eu também, eu vou para eu sempre fui para Mitras, mano. E irei continuar em Mitras.
That's what I feel now. Or when you're hurt, you feel
Mitras forever.
I can't do this thing now because I'm hurt. So that's what we're trying to really walk the player through to feel it with the character in the game.
And just out of curiosity, how do you record a broken bone?
You don't.
But how do you do it?
You can try.
Mas olha que apanhas muito francês também.
You can try it. Chicken bones. You can try.
Apanhas muito francês no
You have to get close, and then
no Mitras.
we can cheat a little bit. We have audio tools that can do just about anything from anything, but you have to know the path to get there.
Gotcha.
So you have to start with something that is close or something that is similar in some physics type, like whoosh is a whoosh, you know. And if you do it with a rope or if you do it with a hard stick, it will sound different. But you can edit this, but the bass should be the sound that you are aiming for, somewhat.
And there is one interesting tidbit.
Isto aqui já é gameplay, é pessoal, do
Along with a couple of folks from the company in actual
do update novo.
those pain sounds.
Yeah, because it's so hard. How do you tell someone to do a pain sound? You have to describe it somehow. Then he will do something else because everyone feels it a little different. Everyone has a different opinion on how do you feel when you are hurt. So we basically had to do a lot of it ourselves. So we were just recording and directing, and we had a lot of fun with it. It was a hard work, but I hope you can hear it in the game. I think it's very cool.
You definitely can, yeah. I was
Maybe you can say that no employee died.
No employee died. We're only damaged. I was about to ask also.
Pá, isto já mostraram bué de vezes, meu. Pô, mostram cenas novas, meu. Já mostraram para aí 3 vezes isto, meu, desde que começou a live.
Can we have secrets now?
Alright, so do we want to move on to maybe the performance and optimization done within the update so that Johanny doesn't
Isto aqui é bacana, pessoal. Eles conseguiram
tell us about your efforts
baixar até 3 GB. Estamos a falar de 3 GB de memória no jogo. É muito bom, meu.
And we vastly succeeded in this endeavor. So maybe Max can bring up some of the illustration we prepared. And yeah, so the team was hard at work to make sure that like the performance stays the same or gets better, and we succeeded. I'm happy to report we did succeed. So the main improvements are actually on the low settings. So for like low-end GPUs, low-end PCs, low-end CPUs.
Tá bom, meu.
I'm happy to report that we have made significant improvements there. And for instance, we started testing
10% de uma 3050 é muito bom, meu. Ou seja, vão ter mais 10% de performance neste update.
At 60 FPS just yet on this GPU, sadly, with 0.4. This is something we'll continue to work on, but
Mas na 4070 Ti perderam quase 0.93 de performance.
some
Ou
locations
seja, é
are
um
harder to
frame,
run, some
uma
are
frame ou duas.
slower, some are faster, right? The landscape of the game actually changed quite tremendously. This is like a joint effort with art. They were redesigning like the heavy locations to try and make them like faster. So, for instance, Midnight Sapphire is now much faster than it was.
Despite everything.
Despite everything, despite the fact that it was actually one of the location that was like fleshed and built the most, right? The base camp is now a bit smaller, slower than it was. The reason is that we've added a lot of new geometry.
Isto é as zonas no mapa, pessoal. Por exemplo, a Midnight Sapphire ou Tiger Bay. É uma zona com muita boot. Exige mais do computador, né? E não só, da performance. Eles conseguiram ganhar mais performance em certos sítios.
Recorded on the 3050 with the low settings. So yeah, you can see that there's still like some areas where there's a bit of red, and this is definitely not how we want to ship 0.4. We are still working on those last optimizations. We know what's causing those slowdowns, and we are actively working on it. Our goal is to have it ready by.
Eu não consigo perceber porque é que a stream deles está em 720p, meu.
And then
não consigo entender. Está com uma qualidade péssima.
We made like some further improvements. You know, the RAM pricing has gone quite crazy these days. So we figured it would be a big win if we can like drop by a significant amount the amount of RAM that the game requires. So now it would be easier to run the game with a lower amount of RAM. So like 16 gigabyte systems should be able to run the game like on any settings, and it should be okay. So yeah. What else do we have?
Server performance, I'm interested in.
Server performance, yeah, we also have a great, like we did a lot of work on the server performance. Not that it needed it necessarily, but like, you know, we're trying to aim for perfection, right? So you can see the red curve at the on the screen is the performance of 3.5, so the current live version, and now on our benchmarks. So these numbers were recorded on synthetic benchmarks where we deliberately created fake players that are causing the most amount of mayhem. So they are constantly moving, shooting, they are spread evenly across the map, which is the worst thing you can do for the server performance because it triggers all the AI. So in those synthetic benchmarks, there's like 1,500 AIs active, computing their brain and doing all the new logic that AI is doing. Yeah, so we optimize that a lot to make sure that the experience will be super smooth. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We also continued all the efforts we did on 3.5 to reduce the amount of hitching on the client. I don't have any good graphics.
Oh, scopes.
Oh yeah, forgot about one of the forgot about one of the coolest change, which is scopes. We completely redid the way we do the picture-in-picture scopes. This is to like further support like the magnifiers, and I'm happy to report that all the scopes on any system, any settings, any location in the game, they are like about 10% faster to the frame rate, but they are actually twice as fast as they were.
Estão a falar das miras das armas, pessoal. Todas as miras do jogo ganharam 10% de performance.
From scopes is now halved. So yeah, it's still not completely perfect. You can still drop below 60 FPS, but I think it's going to be making scopes much more enjoyable to use, right?
Nice. And this actually brings me to one interesting note for you guys. The devlogs are talking about almost everything, and almost, I'm saying almost for a good reason. We haven't covered everything. There are still some upgrades that we haven't really talked about. Some of them were snuck in by this guy last minute. So yeah, you still are going to discover something once you boot up.
Eles não querem contar tudo, olha os gajos, mano.
Mara, the segue here is almost too tempting. Johanny was talking about the effect of AI on the performance. What about the effect of AI on the players? What can players expect in terms of challenge and their experience facing the AI combatants?
I think they will be more fair now. We found like several issues when the AI was cheating. It wasn't like on the purpose, but they were sharing some information that they should not. You know, they have some kind of the social network. And And
Ainda bem que
we
sabes
found
isso.
few bugs when,
Ainda bem que sabes isso, mano. O gajo está a dizer que
using
os
the
boots estavam a cheatar, mano. Ainda bem que
so
sabes
that
isso.
you know, if you surprise them, their first shot was like they were thinking that it's from the zero range. So this is when you get like the super hit
Ei, caraças.
from the first hit. You know, they should aim like a little bit off of you. So that's like the what we were fixing. There was a lot of fix, like mostly the fixes. We're preparing the AI still to use the covers, but we are not able to release it in this update. And we're also creating a lot of base systems which we want to use, you know, for the future. So currently the AI
Base?
looks
Base?
better
Ele falou em
because
bases?
of this, you know, because we fixed a lot of bugs or many bugs.
Ou não? Eu percebi mal.
And yeah, as I'm saying, it should be more fair. It's not always fair. You can always die, you know, if you are doing the bad things. But you should not feel like that it's unfair. You know?
I actually can ask you here a question that was submitted throughout the week about AI. This is from Dolphin and from Reddit. He's asking about implementing different AI activities, like, for example, sleeping or talking to each other or taking a leak, cooking, relaxing.
Yeah, it was always planned. The problem is like that we don't have so many AI programmers, and we were not able to do it still. So it's in the plan in the future. We were talking about it. I think even in the past, and even
Eles querem meter no jogo
that
o AI,
will be sleeping at night.
eles terem tipo uma vida vá, dentro do jogo. Ou seja, eles vão dormir, eles vão comer, eles querem meter isso no jogo, pessoal. Eu quero saber se vai mudar o jeito de jogar, não só fazer missões e voltar para a base. Vai mudar, Bibo, vai mudar sim. Eles mudaram o jogo está este update é um jogo novo, Bibu. Ou Bibus, desculpa, não sei se estou a dizer bem o teu nome, mas pronto. Este update é um jogo completamente novo, mano. Completamente. É a forma de fazer missões, localizações, o mapa, os boots, o loot. Mano, completamente outro jogo.
I like the new bamboo forest, definitely. New part of the bunker is also really cool. And we are preparing a lot of more stuff, you know. We're also focusing on the new combat or like the new tasks inside the jungle. So it should be different because I think we have the now two different one. It's like the one is the CQB, one is more in the open areas, then mix it with the weather and day night.
Sim, agora tu vais ter muito mais loot que vale a pena. Ou seja, eles agora querem que tu sintas que compensa tu matares aqueles boots e fazer e passar aquela zona mais mais grave, né? com mais boots. Eles querem que isso compense em termos de loot, ou seja, é por isso que vais ter loot mais raro no jogo.
And you know, yes, that's true. Like this is the K9, you know, so it's like the SAS version.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember this LS whatever number. You know?
L20301.
Yeah, exactly. So,
okay.
So, but this is like my favorite gun.
There is a question. Who decides what kind of gun gets added in different updates? Because this update feels like it had a little bit of a Czech leaning, Czech favorism.
No, I don't think so. Like
there's two Czech weapons there.
Yes, but whatever. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
We made a lot of guns during the last the 100 years, you know. So,
yeah.
But and good one. But we want to have it like the. You know, something for
Esta skin faz-me lembrar muito a Arena Breakout, meu, não sei porquê.
And some high-end the guns.
Muito Arena Breakout, mano, esta skin.
And Kosa is the really
a arma.
gun, you know, so it's another gun which people the AI can use, you know. So, and Alien is Alien.
Alien is Alien. Shout out to Laugo Arms, by the way. We like those guys a lot. Okay, so I think guys, we've little bit reintroduced the update.
É a
If you
típica,
want
a
to
típica
see that
skin
into,
militar, né?
0.4, I would invite you to watch all the 3 devlogs, because there we cover mostly everything that is there, except for some of the, like sneaky things. But now it's time for you to talk to us, right? We ask your questions in the chat. You can ask the questions directly to the creative director, to the audio team, to the
Ok, agora
animation
vão
team,
passar às perguntas e
to the tech team.
respostas
So,
do chat.
take it away. If you see any good questions for you, just feel free to pick them.
Maybe we can talk about these red circles.
That is something
Again,
that I
again,
promised
again.
that would be answered.
O jogo
Yes.
precisa de
So
optimização, está
they
terrível.
are
Eles fizeram isso, Bala.
think that it will be somewhere, you know,
Eles fizeram
so
isso.
we said it
No
several
novo
times,
update,
PvP is more about
o
spies,
jogo precisamente, eles
something
conseguiram
different
ganhar
from the
3
full
GB
PvP
de
experience in a
RAM.
lot of games where they
Uh,
have the full
ou seja, vais ter mais
PvP.
performance.
This map is very huge.
O server
The
deles
circle is exhibits
está
somehow
brutal.
simulating the reality.
Acho que eles disseram que é o melhor server até hoje,
Find out that some
em termos de performance.
Start to shooting at like the PMC or like the faction member, so they are making the mark like the hey there
Vá
is something
traduzindo as
happening.
perguntas, não sei em inglês.
Second
Vou
thing
tentar,
that
Bibo,
was
vou
very
tentar.
good, people were complaining that they don't know where the PvP is. So the PvP is like the, you know, it's not about the murdering the game, you know, it's not about like the being like the assassin and like the do stealth kills and killing the players like the and without any consequences. So you have at least a red circle around you, you know. So and the other people can like do something with it. So yeah, it will stay there.
Yeah. It helps me to avoid some of the.
Yeah, and it's also good for the PvE players because they know like okay, some
Últimos
shit
dias
happening
tenho
there,
jogado com
and I
rollback.
can avoid it, you know. So
O
I
vídeo
think
também
it's
está
good.
horrível. E olha que estava sozinho no server.
Alright.
Sim, mas eles.
We have a very
Bala,
specific question here, for
este
example,
update,
from Left,
acredita,
Foot, who's
é um jogo
asking,
completamente novo,
are
mano.
we going to add an option to
E tu vais-me dar
separate
razão
the
quando sair.
deliverables?
This was always like the very confusing. Like the if you are playing the Tarkov, they have the same problem. Like the so many like the controls and so many like the options, like the including the IR and AR. I don't know how to say it properly. And we're trying to figure out how to do it. We will definitely revisit the action menu because I think it's still very clunky and not very quick. So we need to like do something with it, and this will be probably part of the some update in the after 0.4. I'm not saying that in the next like the year or something, but probably very soon.
Here's a French legend here. Newbie one is asking if the AI is going to eventually throw grenades at us.
Oh, we were already playing with it.
Alguém perguntou se os boots vão lançar granadas.
But the testing all the collisions around and when the AI can throw it was very performance heavy, and we drop it like the now for the 0.4. But it's definitely going to be there.
Ele está a dizer que um dia, talvez, mas eles testaram isso no jogo e os FPS desciam muito, então eles não querem para já ter isso no jogo.
When approximately can we expect it, and what will that mean for the player?
Yeah, so DLSS 4.5, we are expecting it to be like in a nearby patch after the launch of the update. Yeah, like I would guesstimate that it will be in
DLSS 4.5 vai sair depois do update, ou seja, sai o update, depois no update a seguir a esse, irá sair o 4.5. DSL, porra? DLSS, não sei como é que se chama isso, da NVIDIA.
that 4.5 is bringing. So there will be the new models, the new presets that are like boosting the image quality. There will be the auto mode for the frame gen that is aiming at maintaining your frame rate around the refresh rate of your monitor. And then there's going to be obviously also the 6x frame gen, right?
There's actually a follow-up question from Yatsko.
Para quem tem AMD também vai haver
Yatsko probably is Polish from our Discord.
o FSR qualquer coisa. Eu não tenho AMD, por isso não.
Yeah, FSR4 is in the game already. It's like one of those weird things where people keep asking us when is FSR4 going to be in the game. It's already in the game. It's been there and confirmed by AMD multiple times. Even I think we launched it in the autumn last year already.
Yeah.
4.1 is not part of 0.4. We might be upgrading in the nearby future. Yeah.
I have a question for Peter here. About from famous web 698 from Reddit, and that's a question about we have recently, well, in 0.4 we're adding magnifiers,
Right.
and people have seen the magnifiers in action, but they don't see any animation there. Is there a plan to add a hand animation on the magnifier?
So I would love to. It's one of those things that make the game look great.
Eles estão a falar
Though it's not as simple
das
as that,
munições. Se
because
vamos
of
ter
the customization of the
animação
weapon and because we don't do one and one
de bala, né?
but,
Como no Arena Breakout e no Tarkov.
it can be more complicated. And
Ou seja, aquela animação que ele adiciona bala por bala
big pile of things that we would like to do. We have
na munição, no carregador, desculpem. Carregador da arma.
This is definitely one of them, and I don't know if it's gonna swim up, as it were. I see related to this, there's another question that keeps coming back, which is manual loading of magazines. Something that I'm very fond of. I would like to have it along with maybe transparent magazines, so that we could see like rounds of ammunition in the magazines. Everything is doable.
Anda maluco, mano. O gajo está a falar
And we have to be smart with that.
em carregadores transparentes, mano.
I would never say no. I'm dreaming, but and it will come eventually, but I don't know when.
Ai, é doidaço mesmo, mano.
Speaking of future plans, a question that popped up quite a lot during the week was roadmap, right? We have revealed the roadmap some time ago, and I don't think that it's very up to date right now. Can we promise to the guys that we're going to address this at some point?
Definitely. You know that I'm not fan of the roadmap because
Yes.
when you make the roadmap, it's already changed, you know. So I think we will. And also, another thing is that we don't want to reveal to our competitors like what we are doing and what we are planning for some like the long period, so or like the future. We will do something with the roadmap, but probably like the 1 or 2 updates or next year or something like that, like the few updates. Things are changing a lot, and not everything is when we are planning it to the really far future. Should be in the game, you know. So because it's changing the direction, community is saying like what we should do, or they don't like it, so we are shifting a little bit, or something has the more priority, so it's better not to do it. Maybe we can talk about what we are planning. We already said it, I think.
Yes, well, it's
we
out.
talk about the hideout.
The
crafting.
05, yes.
Yeah.
Feel free to repeat it.
Hideout? Como assim
I don't know
hideout?
what we already said, you know, I don't remember it, so I don't want
okay,
to say
so
too much. But again,
I'll
you know,
stop you when you.
Okay. So we are finally planning to implement second loop. You know, the first loop we were talking about it is mostly getting the respect and open the map and learn the game, enjoy it, and accumulate some kind of the money and the gear, you know, and skills. The second loop is about something more different when you are starting to do a little bit different things that the faction is asking you. And because your employee is not happy about it, you cannot have the workbenches and crafting like the inside the FOB, you know. So you have to create some kind of the hideouts. And I am not saying that you will have to go somewhere in the jungle and then enter the building and then everybody is waiting for you to kill you there. But it will be probably accessible from the FOB, you know, and you will be able to do different things. Except the crafting, there will be really cool like the gameplay and loop around it. So it's not only about create some kind of the better ammo or different.
Ok, eu não fazia ideia que eles estavam a pensar em hideout no jogo, meu.
Loop, which you will make you a lot of more money. You will have to invest money also and build it. and then it will enter to the third loop, which we will talk about it later.
Yes, definitely.
You know, which will
Wow.
lead to the ground zero already. You know, but we don't want to reveal it now.
Mhm.
And
Mano,
we
vamos
will
ter
also
bases
have
neste
fourth
jogo,
loop,
mano.
You know, which
Well,
is
definitely
inside
don't talk about that one.
which
Só que
is
ele disse que,
inside the
tipo, não é
ground
uma
zero,
típica
you know,
base
so it's like
que
it's a really long way.
vocês estão dentro da
And
base e vai lá um
it's
player e mata
of,
vocês. Não, não é esse
you
típico
know,
base que eles querem fazer.
working together.
I have a question that actually wasn't submitted, but this is a question that we on social media hear quite a lot because we have revealed a number of times that the game is inspired by Roadside Picnic. And people, some of the people, especially some of the hardcore people, are very careful about, you know, us adding certain, you know, crazy elements.
What is crazy element?
That
Like the
different-
earth element?
different for each
Fire
person.
element?
But people are basically afraid that this is going to turn into like an alien shooter.
Oh no, this is not sci-fi game. This is mostly about the atmosphere and the mysterious things. And Roadside Picking is also not sci-fi book. You know, it's about something different. It's about us, so and the humans. You know, so this game should be like the same and
Are we
should
the
be
baddies?
atmospheric. I think yes.
All right. Cool. So okay. So thank you for saying that. I think that that goes a long way for those that were a little bit afraid of that. Maybe now let's skip back to Johanny. Johanny,
Tell me.
I have two questions for you. Submitted. This is Christmas balls from Discord is asking about future potential increase of render distance.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, the answer is always a bit disappointing, you know. The networking of the game is one of the heaviest aspects that's running on the server, and increasing the draw distance means that the server would have to replicate much more things to all the clients, and the more you increase the distance, the cost grows exponentially. So this is something that we are already, like, you know, we are always fighting to keep the performance as it is, to always make it even better, and this is something that is sadly at the moment not possible, right? We are unable to increase the draw distance because then it would make the server extremely slow.
Thank you for answering that. And another question here is about Unreal Engine. What can we expect in terms of updating Unreal Engine?
Well, we haven't really discussed it for 0.5 with Mara yet, or we did. But okay, currently we are on 5.5.
Grande Ricardo,
This is,
bem-vindo.
helping a lot with the
Bem-vindo de
narrative
volta, meu.
rendering. This is something we did with 3.5 already, and this is boosting the performance on the client a lot. And the plans with 0.5 is actually to upgrade to 5.7, and one of the main reason is the server performance. But this server performance is not going to be used for the render distance, sadly. It's going to be used to, can I say it, Mara?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. It's going to be used to give much more budget to the AI team to be doing some things with the AIs, right?
Congrats.
So that's the, you know, that's the tease.
I love that as well.
Thank you. I have a question for Roman because in our devlogs, and especially in the first one when we talked about the player-driven improvements and audio as well, we haven't really delved too deep into how does audio affect your spatial awareness, your footsteps and footsteps around you and so on.
Isto é uma zona nova, pessoal.
How that works in 0.4?
Yes, well, so yeah, we added
Não é? Sim, é nova, é assim.
influence of the surroundings for just about every sound that is in the game, so you will be more able to tell.
Aí é brutal o som, meu, olha lá.
In the nature are you located, the forest will sound different to the city, and not just in terms of ambient sounds, but also in terms of the echoes that you hear of your own actions, of your gunplay, of others' gunplay. We also added some buildings now will have like first order reflections of sounds, so you will be able to actually tell where you are standing in the room if you really focus on it and listen, use your ears to have this. So it should improve the spatial awareness of your character. And always we polished the character sound, so it is more sharp. You will be quicker to tell what you are doing with your character.
Ok,
they added
então
little sounds
basicamente
to the
eles
game, so everything have this
mudaram
audible
o
feedback,
som todo, no
with
geral,
everything.
completamente
So
no jogo.
this everything, all the changes will improve
Eles
the
dizem que será
experience,
mais
of spatial and or also like the haptic feeling of the character that you own it.
com mais. Vamos sentir mais que estamos dentro do jogo mesmo.
And the suppressor. So this is also was fixed, you know. So we had like there was like the three things was happening.
You just seem tired remembering it.
No, it's like the thing was happening, you know. So the when you shoot the AI making the noise like the death sound, right? So we decided to implement some kind of the silent death when you shoot the AI to the head. But then we noticed it that the AI is hearing the fly around the sound, you know. So the bullet, you know, and it's immediately sending the alarm to the others, you know, about it. So in the same like the frame. So we fix all these things. So now I think you can like the kill. You have the 0.5 seconds to kill the AI without before he will send the alarm to the others, or others will hear some sounds, you know. So we really focus on it. And,
Agora temos alguns
it could be very
segundos.
useful. There is of course like the
Tipo, imagina, se a gente dá um tiro no boot
with the suppressor, then
e se não matarmos logo, ele vai avisar os outros boots.
you know, that's like the
Mas se a gente der um tiro nele,
but using the submachines or
temos ali alguns segundos ainda
like the guns or pistols,
que ele não avisa aos outros boots.
like the try it, you know, the stealth should work now. If not, send something to the customer care, to the support.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this goes for everything, by the way. Like, we are definitely going to keep our ear to the ground, right? I can talk directly to you now. Send us feedback once 0.4 hits, because we're going to be reading everything and we are going to be reacting on it, right? We're super curious what you guys are going to think, and yeah, we're going to be basically ready to polish.
Yeah, and then it's like we were talking about it, like the bambillions of the stuff on the stock, like the new items, you know, we are returning secure boxes to the like the handshake, you know, so you can buy them, you can buy a lot of containers to organize your stock. There is a lot of things. You will be happy, guys. You know, yeah, bambillions.
Brilliant. We've had some questions actually about the puzzles, because we said that there are going to be some puzzles in the game. Can you tell us about what's the idea behind adding puzzles into Grey Zone Warfare?
Oh, the thing was that the gameplay is not only about the murdering, you know, like the going somewhere, kill
Yeah, vamos ter
everybody,
puzzles agora,
then,
pessoal,
you know,
no jogo.
press some button, finish the task, go somewhere
Eles
else,
estão a falar
you know,
disso.
do mass murder again, you know, and continue like that. This is probably not really good, enjoyable loop for the long time. So I wanted that the locations, the quests are changing. You know, we are changing the approach, like from this kind of the stuff, put somewhere like the enemies, and do like the players will figure out what they should do and basically kill everything. So we are with the every location and with the every task we are making the proper design documents and thinking about like where the people should be, how the people should like to play the game, that there should be always multiple steps, like the not only just kill, loot, you know, press. And one of the part of these things is also the puzzles, you know. So the people should look for something, you know. It's part of the quest. It's not everywhere. It's a part of the like the
Ok.
hidden
Ele
stuff.
está a dizer que basicamente sempre que a gente faz uma missão agora, vamos ter que sempre procurar alguma coisa, tipo, seja um puzzle, seja ativar alguma coisa.
Power and whatever, open something, you know. So there is these kind of the things, and we will use it more and more in the game, you know. So the gameplay is again not only about going somewhere and kill everybody and loot it and find something, you know. There is also some other stuff like which we hit there, you know, the boss weapons, you know, how you can get them.
It brings me to a wonderful thing, because I know where you're going. We did add the statistics, which should help people.
Yeah, the people understand like how big game is, you know, and how many things they are missing. Even they thinking like hey, I just like did everything. No, you know, there is shitload of the stuff. Bambillions, sorry, bambillions. You know, so So you will be really surprised how many things are there and how deep the statistic is. And I love the one statistic or two. This is the kilograms of the food you eaten and the kilograms of the ammunition you use. So we are counting
Ei,
every
que cena,
food,
meu.
and yeah, there is a lot of good stuff. You will
There
be
is.
surprised.
Yes, yes. I know that you guys think that it's big already, but you will be still surprised. Roman, I have seen a question, and I think I remember the guy's name was Cheesy Viking, and that was about subsonic ammunition.
Yeah, see a lot of questions about gunplay, about the sounds of the guns, about the directionality, and being able to tell the distance that some guy is shooting at you. We did improve that. We did some iterative changes specifically to the directionality and to being able to hear how far the shooter is. There is always some ambiguity because gunfire is in the real life really not that
Alguém
real.
perguntou a ele se a gente iria saber a que distância estavam a disparar para a gente. Ele diz que sim, que vamos poder saber melhor pelo som onde está o atirador. O novo som que foi adicionado no jogo.
I just thought of one thing. There might be some people who think that this is pre-recorded. Can you jump a couple of times, Marek? Sorry? Can you jump a
Should I
couple?
jump?
No. This one. Can you prove? Oh, okay. So we died. So it's not pre-recorded. And now you see actually the new respawn, right? You respawn in the infirmary.
Excuse me, I just like the
Temos enfermaria agora, é verdade. Agora damos respawn ali, sempre que morremos. O tutorial é lá ao fundo. Eu não sou muito de acordo com isto, ter o tutorial ali na base. Acho que não faz sentido, porque aquilo vai ser usado uma vez para aí, por cada player. Fazia mais sentido no início do jogo. Tu tinhas a possibilidade de escolher se querias fazer o tutorial ou não. Se escolhesses que sim, irias para outro mapa, mesmo para o tutorial. Agora, o tutorial estar ali na base, acho que é um bocadinho demais, não sei, é a minha opinião.
There will not be any other like the alien,
I saw a really nice question that probably should please you as well. This was question Sinox, I think, something like that. Sorry if I don't remember it correctly. Was asking that this person is a supporter already, and he's asking whether there is another way of supporting us if they already bought the supporter edition.
I don't know how.
Morally, I guess.
Buy it for your friends.
Yeah, just share this game.
Go tell everybody.
Yeah, tell folks.
Yeah, buy the other supporter editions to all your friends around you.
Yeah.
In the future, I think there was already a question about it. We still don't have the time to do merchandising, and this is what we want to focus. Not only because we want to make a lot of more money, but because even I and the other guys will want to buy some stuff or get some stuff. So we will work on it. I don't know when, but it's one of the things which I would love to do.
We want to do it right. We don't want to sell some bullshit, right?
Yeah. And the cop reworks, I don't know what this means, the cop reworks.
Probably the way they work right now if they're contesting.
Oh, I think it's the only because the PvP guys, and sorry guys, we were not focusing on the improving the PvP now. We were focusing on the reworking almost everything except the PvP because we were not able.
O PvP vai ser igual, pessoal, no jogo.
This is very difficult in this type of the environment and the world and with
Eles próprios disseram que não trabalharam nisso sequer.
Only 48 players, so in the 50 square kilometers. So maybe in the future we will do something. We are hearing you that the people are going around naked, the returning there or buying some cheap stuff and going back. and the fighting is like the never ending, so it's not very enjoyable. We know about it. We will definitely do something that the fights, like the conflicts inside, are like in the real life. Not like the what we have now, but in the future.
Mhm.
Not now.
What we can maybe say regarding the cops is that I believe that some of the vegetation was removed to
Oh,
make the
we
combat.
were going through all the like the environment, like the how we are using the vegetation, because like the we get like the new tools and like the vegetation, so we have to put it everywhere, or like the no matter for what, and this was very counterproductive. So we're trying to like to use it properly, so it's usable for the combat, and you can still like the use it mostly for the stealth approach or breaking the line of sight, but it's not everywhere. It's not like the too much, and the fight is not only like the bush versus bush, but it's actually human versus human. So
Eu aconselho vocês a jogarem PvE só,
you know,
neste
Orange,
update.
like it was Agent Orange.
Agent Orange.
Yeah,
Eles próprios disseram que não trabalharam no PvP, por isso.
Okay, here's a question. The Steam sale has started, but there's no Grey Zone Warfare sale yet. We know, and
Oh, we are not part of it.
no,
Right.
we're not. But what we said stands.
Huh?
So
Yeah.
be patient.
We are special game,
We're special. That's
and
for
we are
sure.
we are specials.
Here's a really interesting question regarding the statistics. Will they be wiped with every update? And wipes in general, actually.
I don't want to promise any more vibes.
You don't want to promise any more wipes. Okay. uh, that's good, I think.
I don't know.
Well, let us know in the chat if you'd like to see more wipes or not.
Maybe there will be more like the semi vibes, because we will introduce mostly new layers, not like the that we rework everything, because it's not needed probably now. So we will maybe return players a little bit back,
Mhm.
but they will keep like what they have, and we will see. So yeah, oops,
Uh,
like they are happy.
Yeah, well, it's not a surprise to me. MXN Daugas is asking, will the factions actually be differentiated?
Oh, that's like the we don't want to like the reds versus orange and versus blue. It never was part of it. It's like the in the real life, it's working like that. We put the blue arms.
Mhm.
To help the people. We will probably put some other more information through the faction like the voiceovers, like the
Mhm.
when something is happening or the people are like the very close. But again, it should not be like that. For example, the Russia guys versus like the some American guys versus German guys. It's the PMC like the company is just they are using everybody and everybody can like the wear everything.
Mhm.
So we
And
don't know.
and
Probably not.
let me maybe rephrase the question a little bit. Do we plan to give the factions a little bit more like personality? You know what I mean?
In the future,
Eles
yes. We don't know how much. We still need if we will have like the different
Huh?
factions. We will have to support different characters, like the multiple characters. And this means a lot of
Isolar
work,
também.
but this is in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Isolar também, todos isolar.
I have a question, important question for especially the PvP guys here, for Johanny.
Huh?
Johanny, what can you tell us about anti-cheat and how that's going to be reflected in
Anti-cheat.
0.4?
Well, 0.4 comes with like improvements to the anti-cheat system, but I will not go into the details about what it is, how it's going to work, and what we're going to do with it. But yeah, no, cheating is going
Vamos
to be
falar do
harder,
anti-cheat agora.
and sanctioned more.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Guys, don't cheat. Make laugh.
Right.
Acho que vão punir mais os cheaters, pelos
Here
vistos.
for Petya Mores as well, and that is the movement system is going to be heavily affected by your character's weight. How do you create a weight-based animation system?
So as of now, we basically translate wait to speed, and we have something that is called blend space, which is like a speed continuum from the slowest ADS walk to the fastest sprint, and wait functions as a modifier on top of that. In terms of showing weight in animation, that's an entirely different question, I would say. Also interesting, but I'm not sure if this
Sim,
is
agora eles estão a falar do
of
movimento,
interest to anyone.
do peso, desculpa, pessoal, estão a falar do peso. Peso muda bastante o movimento que a gente vai ter. Ou seja, se a gente está muito pesado, estamos muito pesados, vamos nos mover mais lentos.
How fast it's moving, we are affecting the ADS, you know. So it's like now you can build the proper meta. One of the goal is that when you will go to the ground zero, the raids will be very difficult and you will have to take a lot of stuff with you, and every kilogram will matter.
Okay.
so because you want to be fast, quick, like the very effective, because it will be so hard. So this is where we are pushing. You know, you want to like build the most lightest, great like the gun. You want to use the best like the.
Vai ser, Tuga, vai ser. É um jogo completamente novo, mano. Esquece.
You need to use the top ammo like to go against the arch enemies, you know, like the
É um jogo completamente novo, mano.
where we are going, you know, you want to sprint like a lot of longer, you know, and move faster, but the weight is like affecting it and it's going down, you know, so you cannot like use the sprint or the second sprint, like the sprint, how we call it, tactical sprint
Burst
and the
sprint.
burst sprint, you know, so that's like everything will affect like this kind of the stuff. There is also LMG, like the light machine guns, like the several questions about it. Yes, it's in the plan, not now, you know, not.
A cena de meter o chapéu para trás está muito louco, meu.
No, but I'm looking forward to them.
Yeah, me too, you know, but yeah.
Here's a interesting question, maybe for both of you gentlemen. Audio. How does actually audio affect optimization, and how do you optimize audio?
It's for you, Roman.
Questions,
Come on,
yes,
you're
yes,
always
yes.
optimizing it.
Always it's about compromises. One thing is that actually it stops before optimization of like CPU time, is that we want the player to be able to hear everything, but we can only play so few sounds because he can't focus on everything at once. So this is the first layer. We cannot just blast him with sounds of everything that could possibly be around him, because he will be overwhelmed and it would not work. And the second thing is, yes, we use some tools to play sound. We use engine called Wise. That's what we do, and it makes things a lot easier for us, but it also has some caveats. It's not built for the world that is that big as we have, so we have to gut it a little bit, and that's a lot of work. That's a lot of stuff that we have to power through. It's not fun because it's not adding stuff, making happy things. It's removing things that are maybe too expensive. But yeah, it has to be done.
Yeah, there is a good question about the private servers. This is.
I was just about to.
Yeah, really?
I have it marked here. What a coincidence.
Falar de servers privados.
In plan from beginning, and we should finally revisit it, you know. And again, like we need to decide it, like how to do it properly. So like what parameters people can change, if this is just the one like the server which is running, or people can like customize it, or they have like the tied the character with it, you know. This is the questions which we want to solve like the first by ourselves, and then support the private servers, even like from the third party, like the companies, so you can rent it and just play it. That's like what is in the plan, you know. We know about it.
This actually brings me to an important.
Eles dizem que sim, está nos planos terem servers privados.
People in the community who are organizing regular events, community events, we call them. And if you go to jzwevents.com, you will be able to learn what events are currently in the process or are about to start. These guys have access to custom servers and they can already tweak the game a little bit. So if you want to spice up your Grey Zone Warfare experience, this is the place to go.
Maybe one more question. There is like, can you address the new questing system, particularly that during them? So a lot of many quests, not all of them has the survival condition. So if this has this condition and you die, you will fail this task, and some reputation will remove like the from the vendor. Like I think it's 10%. It's not like the too much, but we want to push a little bit more on the people, so they are deciding like the what kind of the contract they can do, where they should like to go. If they are going to AOEs, like the big, like the very hard, like the regions, you know, or they are doing something more simple because they are feeling like the more
Yeah, vai haver missões, pessoal, que
people together so they can do
uh,
it together. In the future,
a gente morrer,
I think during the next like the
quando estamos a fazer essa missão, a gente perde 10% de respeito do trader.
almost all
É muito lixado agora com esta cena que eles adicionaram do respeito dos traders. Ter atenção a isso.
you can join and play it together, you know. So this is why some of them will be maybe hard like the now for you, but
all the more reasons to find new friends.
Exactly. And so if you die or you are like the missing in actions and you have the tasks, then all the tasks are gone like with these survival conditions and you will lose the reputation. So please don't take like the 100 tasks, like all of them.
Não é respeito, desculpa, é reputação. Reputação nos traders. Eu disse mal.
You know, the thing is that it's not going under level, you know, so it's not like the how to say it, like the if you have the level 2 and like the 300 reputation points and you lose them, you will never go under level 2
minus.
You know, so it's always stay, so you know, so you are not going to like the negative like the thing or degrading the rank of the vendors, you know. But again, like it's another like the stress we want to push on you, you know, when you are playing, because every moves matter, right?
That's right. You said the thing. This is Wallix is asking about random world events for squad or solo players.
In the future, so we currently have the main task, side task, contracts. We are planning to have the daily tasks and world events in the future. I don't know when. I hope soon.
Okay. Eles querem adicionar missões
But the guys wants to work only 8
daily,
hours per day, you know,
missões
what I
daily
can achieve with them.
No futuro.
Oh, this is a question. Maybe I know that you are not actually sure, even because we discussed this before this stream. Maybe Marek can actually help here. The ability to name and label your crates in the locker.
Yeah, I don't know if this is. I didn't ask Maro.
Yes. Can we name or label the containers in your locker?
Currently not, but we were discussing this several times, so we are just waiting for the right time to implement it.
Just waiting for the right time.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Okay.
It's gonna happen.
Vamos poder, não para já neste update, mas nomear, ter o nome que a gente quer nas caixas de munição, caixas médicas, etc.
It's bugging me for quite some time now, because we sometimes talk about active hearing headsets and active protection, but the reality is that it's nothing like that. They are passive headsets, just big earmuffs on your head that just a little add some sound back. It's hearing protection for the guys, and we were reworking it over and over again, because in reality they are a bit boring, maybe. So now we found a way to make it so that the player has incentive to actually wear them. The sounds become nicer, but also it has some additional benefits. Yeah.
Okay, so I was always remembering like when I first like the war, the active headsets, and this was like I said it in before maybe I was feeling like that I'm enlightened, you know? And like I'm hearing the ants, you know, and everybody and what the employees are saying about me, you know. and this is what I want to have inside the game, you know. Currently we didn't have it, but we were talking about it and discussing, and one thing is that you want to hear something what you are not able to hear, that is very low or very far, you know. So we start to work with it, except the increasing like the that is more nice or like the loudly. We also move the ranges, you know. So like for example, I will tell one example, you know, the step sound for the sprinting is for the 50 meters, but
Eles estão a mostrar, Ricardo, isto é em live. Eles estão a jogar mesmo.
meter actually. With the active headsets, it's like the increase by the 40-50% depending on the headsets, you know. So then
Mas sim, eles não estão a mostrar.
guys like the Farrer, you know. This is with the same. So currently you will really
Estão a mostrar gameplay
when you are like putting the
normal, não estão a mostrar coisas diferentes.
looks really cool. Or
Estão a mostrar localizações novas só.
it looks also cool, but it sounds like the cool. And we still didn't finish like the top one, you know. We still have the Russia one, like the normal one, rubbish one, you know, which doesn't have the very good sound quality. We are sorry, we are wait a little bit.
I'm just excited.
We are also very bad with the communication with it. So there is you don't see the parameters of the headsets in the game. This will be changed like in the future. So we'll like read it, you know. It's like the 50% increasing the sounds, you know. It's adding like the 7 decibels or whatever, 10% of the loudness, you know, this kind of the thing. So this is what we also fix and continue with it with the improvements. You know.
I have one question regarding, because we were adding 3 new active headsets and one of them only has like the one ear. Are we going to actually like hear only
Ela não ouviste, Ricardo, mas eles estão a pensar em meter hideout, ou seja, vamos ter base no jogo.
I think that you know, people will maybe very unhappy if they will hear only the right side.
Okay. Okay, cool. And there was a question about community localizations actually, and whether we're going to do it, because we were talking about it in the past, and this is something
open, right?
Yes, but let me explain why right now we haven't done it yet, because this update is introducing billions of texts, and we thought that it would be better maybe to wait after the lore update to actually jump into it. So you can expect that we are actually going to be working with the community to translate the game into different languages, including the Ukrainian that you guys asked for. There is a question for Petre. Are there going to be new emotes to use?
Oh, so that's a good question. Actually, I think this is one of the areas of the game where it's up to you guys. If you ask a lot and hard enough, if you have great ideas, then I will have ammunition in the meetings to say, hey, the community really wants this. So definitely we can expand the system, and if enough people are interested, if there's a great idea or great ideas that we can fit into the game, it's definitely up for the discussion. So I would very much encourage your input on this.
Anything to add there?
Like if we add the middle finger?
Not really the middle finger, but if we're talking about
double
the
middle
immersion,
finger,
and we would definitely appreciate that if you could communicate with your team with the tactical hand signs.
Yeah.
That would
Sure.
be sweet, wouldn't it?
But they have the voice chat, so everybody is using it. This is
But
mostly
maybe-
about the middle finger. Everybody knows about it.
if
So
we're
like
doing the
yeah.
middle finger,
Tactical
then we're
middle
doing the
finger.
double
Yeah,
middle finger.
exactly. Yeah. But yeah,
And actually, do we plan to support?
Alguém perguntou se iam meter o dedo do meio no jogo, como no Tarkov, da animação que a
I
gente
don't
mostra.
think so now. You know, it's like it's very expensive. We just spent a lot of money like now because we have to relocalize all the quests, you know, again. So we are losing money on it, and we don't want to add like the new one now. It's like let's wait and then maybe in the future, or it would be great like if it will happen, because we want to have it as the open project, so everybody who is able like they can localize it to different languages, and then we will support it. Yeah.
Okay, so we have last 10 minutes. So I'm going to probably ask you these questions, which we saved for the last. can we go one by one and tell the folks what you guys are the most excited about future? What is coming in the future that you are the most excited about?
Oh, yeah, I'm starting.
We can start with you.
Okay.
Falar do futuro do jogo.
I'm most
Atenção, pessoal.
excited about the stuff which I am not able to say.
Yes.
That's the
But you were
problem.
really excited about the lore, so that's done, right?
That's not done. This is just the beginning. There is a lot of stuff which we can still like the reveal what's happening or what's happened during the last like the 15 years in the Lamang. Yeah, I'm looking for this like the dirty stuff which we will develop like the next like the update, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roman, what about
I'm
you?
most excited about the things that Mara is not able to say. So.
Diplomatic, okay. Peter, what can you tease us with?
Well, I think.
Ele disse que não pode dizer, basicamente. Como está a trabalhar.
But I think we will make a lot more improvements to the how AIs feel and much more alive, much less robotic. You know, much more AAA. Truly, we are in a very good position to improve that. So I'm super excited
Triple A.
about that.
Querem meter os boots como se fosse Triple A. Okay.
Johanny, I think I know the answer, but
Okay,
hit us.
surprise me. Okay, for me, it's to make the game run better
There it is.
across the board. You know, I really want the game to run flawlessly on the low-end hardware. We're trying hard to, you know, push the limits there because our game remains extremely beautiful. Sometimes I see some comparison online, you know, hey, look, gray zone low settings, it's running like shit on my thing, and I'm running this and that game on high settings and it's flawless. And I'm like, yeah, but the game looks ugly compared to gray zone. So yeah, we are trying to maintain the visual fidelity while reaching for the super low-end hardware. So yeah, I just want the game to be playable in good condition by as many people as possible.
Somebody's thank you for answering that. Somebody's upset that we're not reading their questions, guys. There's bumbillions as well as questions. So if you have questions that you submitted somewhere and it's not been answered, now is your last chance because we don't have the entire evening. So go ahead. I will just repeat in the meantime that we're still running a giveaway. So if you want to win the copy of Grey Zone Warfare, type Spearhead into the chat. And that's that. Weapon mastery.
Eles estão a fazer giveaway,
We're
pessoal.
still missing the skill system, right?
Skill system.
Which is in the plan, like the special one. Yeah, there should be like the different type of the guns.
Eu sou de acordo, Ricardo.
Or like the revolvers.
Estou de acordo contigo, meu.
In the future.
Vehicles when?
Never. Never, guys. We really don't want to have the vehicles there, like that you are running around, like from point B to Z, you know, and doing some kind of the mess. Have a lot of bugs with the flying vehicles, like you know, it's that's for the different type of the game. It's mostly like the being like the special forces than just like the runners, you know, or I don't know how to say it, like the doing some kind of the madness.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm, you know. Yeah, no vehicles.
Okay.
No vehicles. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Está a dizer que não vai haver carros neste jogo.
That's one thing.
Eu não
like,
quero isso.
we would love to do it, of course. Like it's not like completely like how to say it, like difficult or something. We know how to do it. We just don't have the time. Again, like it's for us it's still like the minor thing, you know. It's like the better like the quality of the life or the shooting, and it looks like the really fancy or badass, but we need to allocate people to the most important things, you know. So for example, like Peter said, like we want that the AI is moving like the properly like humans, not like the trams, you know, trams on the line, you know.
Trams.
Trams.
Oh, okay.
Not trams. You know, yeah, Shalina. You know, so there is a lot of things which you want to fix and update to that you're enjoying the game. You know, like in big way. Yeah. Magnifiers are there. You know, the binos are there.
Candid sites, your favorite topic?
It's again like this is like the super like the meta stuff, right? Yeah, maybe in the future.
Okay. All right, guys. Yes, like I said, we're running out of time, so I will do one last round with you guys, and I would like this time around. Maybe we start with Johanny this time around.
Okay.
What would you like to say to Grace on Warfare players right now?
Gee, man.
Falaram muito pouco, meu, muito pouco mesmo.
I think the best
Estava à
thing
espera
you
de
guys
mais.
can do is play the game, enjoy the game, make some clips, speak about it with your friends. Like, I just love when we launch a new update to just take it all in, see finally the players playing it and enjoying it. That's for me the best feeling.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I would just like to say very clearly, we love you guys. The love that I see in the comments, is just it's so it's so much motivating, and this time before release, it's like time of suspense and euphoria for the community, but for us it's the same thing, So it's we're really going through this together, and just seeing, when we go through the comments, we're sifting through feedback, negative, positive, but all of it is important. Negative helps us to make the game better, positive just warms our hearts, So thanks a lot for being there for us.
That warmed my heart. Roman, what about yourself?
Yeah, I just when I started the first question, I said that the world is coming to life with all the sounds and stuff, and I just want to say like thank you for playing and play more and ask your friends and come play with us, because that's the best way that the world comes live with as many players as we could get. So thank you and come play.
Amen. And Mara.
We're just creating the games for you, So like you are the guys who are like who should appreciate like our work, like if it's good or like hate it, like if it's like
Vamos ver, Ricardo, como é que isto vai correr, meu. Vamos ver.
Games are mostly, we are focusing on I would say like the experience, enjoyment, some kind of the emotions, but mostly on the relax, because the life is crazy outside of the games, and I think the games are like the serving as part of the relax, so you should like enjoy them. Don't be pissed off like if the AI killed you, with the one headshot. I really hope that the game will be you will be really happy with this update. I not hope, I trust to it. The game is definitely a lot of better, and you will definitely enjoy it, and we will just continue through it, and like the far
build on it,
build on it to the future and make the one of the best game like the ever together.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
I would just add at the end that there is probably going to be a lot of new players, guys. And for those of you veterans, it would be really cool if you could help out the new guys. Be nice to them. We are already famous for having one of the friendliest communities around, and so hopefully that's going to become a thing moving forward as well. We are really grateful for you guys. So thank you for helping us this way. And so thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for joining me in this weird spaceship setup.
Eles passam.
By the way, if you're
Próxima semana eles vão mostrar mais, Ricardo. Não te preocupes. Esta live deles foi mais de perguntas e respostas da comunidade. E a próxima semana será mesmo só gameplay. E com convidados especiais. Não sei quem vai ser, mas...
And I have a couple of things to say at the very end. And one of them is, again, the update is coming on March 31st. On March 27th, we are going to be launching a supporter preview for the game supporters and for the selected content creators. If you are a supporter, you are going to receive a brand new morale patch. There are going to be 2 new different morale patches based on when you are going to purchase the supporter edition, because there is going to be a sale, and this sale marks a clear endpoint of the OG supporters getting an OG morale patch. If you purchase the game during the sale or after, you are going to receive a silver morale patch, so that people know when you actually believed in Grey Zone Warfare. And we value all of you the same, of course. It's just that we would like to appreciate the guys that were with us since the beginning that even more. And yes, next week on 27th, we are going to be back on the stream with the first hands-on stream and some really exciting guests. If you have been with us for a while, you know what's coming. Last year, we had some really cool guests joining us to experience Winds of War. And this time around, we're going to have, I don't want to say even more cool because we haven't met them yet, but hopefully equally cool guests to talk about the game with us, play the game, share their feedback as well, and entertain you guys. And yeah, we can announce the winners of the giveaway. And they are going to appear in the chat. And as they are appearing on the chat, one other thing is that we are once again calling to action all of you guys who are interested in submitting your Grey Zone Warfare art. We have sections on our Discord server where you can submit your screenshots and your clips, and they are going to entertain all of us, and we're going to highlight you on the next dev stream or community stream. I was supposed to say one thing. Foxic told me to not forget it, and I forgot it. So maybe... Oh yeah, we can say goodbye now, and we're going to raid somebody as well. So...
Pronto, é isto, pessoal. É isto. É isto, está feito. Foi esta a live deles, não foi assim nada especial, mas pronto. Eu tenho que ir também, tenho que ir tratar dos miúdos e do jantar. Mas foi isto, pessoal. Fiquem bem. Até à próxima. Tchau, tchau, pessoal. Fica bem. Valeu.
Wait, what? Why don't I see the... Wait, what? Why don't I see the...